La base de datos de virus ha sido actualizada.
Bienvenidas. Comenzamos.
Radio Metroplex.
Presentando.
Radio Metroplex.
La mejor programación. En vivo. Desde Arlington, Texas. La capital del deporte. Los espectáculos y el entretenimiento.
Radio Metroplex.
La mejor plataforma en su tipo. El mejor contenido
Radio Metroplex.
y diversión para todos.
Hey everybody, good morning. Good morning everybody. We made it in. I know we're almost to the weekend, but hey, we got one more day. Let's push through for now, okay? But I got a special event that we're talking about today. And it's a last minute thing, okay guys? But let's rock and roll. You know how we are. We jump on it when it's a good opportunity, when it's something that we love, that we enjoy, and something that's going to help us build up. This is when we jump on it, okay? So right now, let me go ahead and share. So if y'all are online, if you're on Facebook, wherever you're at, go ahead and share it so more people can hear about it. But today, we're going to do something totally different, which I have never done. I'm so nerviosa, but it's okay. Like, no te preocupes. Angel got our back, okay? That's why we have the best producer in Radio Metroplex, which is why you want to have your podcast here. All right, guys. So we're going to jump. He's amazing, guys. So I was like, oh my God, this just happened. And he's like, I got you. Don't worry. So today, my special guest is Michelle Halverson. And she's going to go live with us because today we're going to be talking about her event, which is Shine Like a Boss, guys. And this event, like, honestly, it's funny because I was drawn to it when I was on 2 hours of sleep. Okay, like, muy apenas I can function. No había tomado café. On top of that, yeah, it was bad. Pero, I was drawn to her flyer for a reason. Like, I ni lo había leído. Like, I hadn't even read it. Pero something about it. And you know what, God? You know what, God? Estoy regañando a God already. I haven't had my moment with God yet, okay? But, you know what, guys? I will say that when God has a plan, like, it doesn't matter. Like, he's going to make it happen regardless. And what was so crazy about it is that this is a leadership, which I am in a leadership journey right now. I just started it. And it's faith-based, which is something that I am so passionate about, guys. So, I mean, 2 and 2, perfect. So, how about let me introduce you to Michelle Halverson, founder of Shine Like a Boss. And she is going to be joining us today. Yay! Hey, Michelle.
With you for a
Can
comedy.
we see you? Can we see you? Can you see us?
I love your producer. He totally rocked it.
Right? I was like, can you make this happen? And he was on it. I'm trying to see where am I going to see you. So we're like figuring this out too. Hey, everybody on TikTok and Facebook. We have Jessica Long, which is the founder of Entrepreneur. Michelle, she's going to be, she's live right now with us. So hopefully she hears a little bit about it. All right. ¿Va a ir para allá arriba?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry. I'm just waiting because I'm like, I want to look at you this way, but he's going to put you up here for me.
Oh, good.
All right.
We have to stay connected. We're that kind of women. We have to see.
I know. I'm like,
You're
I have to have the eye contact.
I can do this. I got to see you.
That's funny. Okay. All right, guys. Well, let's get started, Michelle. I mean, I am excited for this. we talked briefly, and I'm just like, oh, I can see you, yay! We talked briefly about this event, but like I was telling everybody, I was drawn to it, and it's crazy because I just started my leadership journey, and everything I do is faith based. Like, I mean, God has to be in the center of it. If not, then it's not happening. And it looks like your event is exactly that. Do you want to tell us a little bit about how it started, a little background on it?
Absolutely, absolutely, Myrna. As you know, there's some amazing, sometimes we forget the amazing leader women in the Bible, like Deborah and Esther and Rahab and Tamar and Mary. And I mean, there were just incredible women leaders. And we forget, I mean, Deborah led an army. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. Powerful, powerful women. Um,
you think about it as women of faith, we are women who also want to lead whatever we're doing, whether it's an assignment of taking care of our children, or if it's an assignment of taking care of our home, or whether we're leading a business, or whether we're leading an army, whatever it is. God has called us to rise up and lead, and that's what this is about. It's about empowering other women, and women who will mentor you will be there. Women who you can reach across and do life with will be there. You'll form lifelong relationships. And then also the mentoring relationship. We always want to, wherever we're at, I look at my life now and I'm kind of going, okay, I'm looking back, and what are the things that God has taught me? What are the amazing things in business that God has taught me? Nobody told me those secrets,
right.
right?
Yeah, no, definitely. And you know what? It's hard to find those women when you're starting off. Sadly, I don't know what it is about starting off, but I mean, everybody's on competitive mode, everybody's on hating mode, everybody's trying to knock one another down. But honestly, when you get to the, top, when you start moving forward, when you start talking about growth, like the higher you get to heaven, the better mentors you find, the bigger women with the hearts, and the passion for things. And they're willing to lead you, they're willing to guide you, they're willing to tell you how they messed up, how it was hard for them, the journeys they went through, the experience they went through. And it sounds like this is the type of speakers you have.
Oh, they're amazing, Mirna. Their stories are just phenomenal. Their stories of overcoming, and they're going to give you those secrets to success, whether it be spiritually, physically, emotionally, or financially. They're going to give those to you, and they're consultants. That we are all consultants. We work in all in business. We also have families, and so we're going to be sharing our lives with you. And at the same time, you're going to meet other women who are like-minded, like-hearted. I mean, it's hard, like you said, it's hard to find those women who will celebrate you, who will lift you
Right, right.
into you. And we want to be able to do that. And you're going to meet just incredible leaders at this event. We have people coming from all over the country.
Love it, love it.
Ya, continúa, tengo un delay. Tú continúa.
Okay, so
Tú continúa.
ella está hablando.
No, continúa.
Okay, okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, it's like I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, well, I mean, one of the things is that part, like, that you ended up here. It's a nationwide. I mean, you're saying you having these speakers fly from everywhere, and so it's like, why Arlington? How did you end up here in Arlington?
Well, just like you, I'm a faith-led woman, right? So the University of Texas Arlington opened up their hearts and their doors to us. We're working with the business community there within the college and the university, and so that's just been that was a blessing. And it really opened our eyes to the importance of including students. So there will be a lot of students at this event as well that you as a leader can pour into, and they're looking for those mentors. They're looking to connect with people who will pour into them. And the reason why I ended up doing this event in the first place was because I had so many women coming to me when I would do a gathering. I had to do an event in DC, and when I did that event, I had like 40 women from all over the country come to this event. They were all high-level business women. They had to spend $5,000 just to get there. And one thing they said to me is, they said, Michelle, I do not know women like this. And I was so shocked because all my friends are transparent. They're real. They're willing to share their heart. They're willing to talk about their problems. They're willing to say, you know, I've struggled. I failed in one business. Here's how I overcame that. Here's how I found to, you know, really through the times where it was hard to lead when I was dealing with so many things in my life. So when you're hearing those kind of women share that, and when they come together to connect, it's so powerful. I mean, the things that are just amazing. I've seen women start businesses from it. I've seen women pivot in business from it. And this is our third one, but it's really our first real, like, I would say, it's going to market that this is our first one that we've ever done, because the two first ones that we did, the two ones previous, were more of a testing for me to go, I want to do this. But this is the one we're all in. We're coming, we're filming, we're doing, we're connecting, we're building, and we're going to help sharpen you.
Love it, love it. Well, it sounds like it's already an amazing event. I mean, it's fire. It's definitely fire. I want to say that on top of all this, guys, is a great sponsorship opportunity for everyone. Because honestly, like, you're gonna have the students there, you're gonna have the amazing speakers there, you're gonna have people that you want to get exposed to, and this is where you can do that. This is where you can have that sponsorship where you blow up your name, you get the exposure. And guys, you're gonna be in UTA. That is big on the business side. I mean, like, that's kind of the goal already. So definitely make sure that you contact Michelle. Michelle, how can they contact you? How can they go about to registering for the event, getting on this event, you know, getting the tickets?
Yeah, shinelikeaboss.com. Shinelikeaboss.com. They can go there. They can actually message me there. You can also find me on Instagram under the Halversons. You can find me on Facebook under Michelle Halverson. And then my husband and I have one together, the Halversons. So yeah, you can find me pretty much anywhere in social. And then also you can go to shinelikeaboss.com, and you can message me through the website.
Perfect.
Yeah, and we also have some scholarships available. So if someone really wants to come and they're like, you know what, my business isn't doing so well right now, we want you to be there. We don't want to leave anybody. So just let us know. We want to support you.
All right, so I think we're gonna do one today. So for the first person that goes and tags their business on either Facebook or TikTok, we will sponsor a ticket for you so you can come with us. And on top of that, I do hear that Entrepreneur might be in the house. And guys, y'all know Entrepreneur is a great networking event for women to come together and share their business and get supported. And that's something that Michelle Halverson is going to be sponsoring for Entrepreneur, just because she believes that helping women is the way to go and do things. Jessica, like, you hear that, girl? I see you. So yeah, you know, make sure y'all go to Shine Like a Boss for this information, guys. Make sure y'all share it. This is definitely one of those events that, I mean, it's gonna touch your heart. You're gonna come out a total different person. These type of events are hard to find, and the passion of it, which brings me, Michelle, to this point. I want to know about you. Like, what is your background? What is it that you do? I mean, how does someone for Shine Like a Boss create this amazing #1 leadership event in 2025?
Yeah, well, I have a long story, but I'll share like an overview of just my
We
life.
got time.
You know, I grew up, you know, not in the faith. And then at 20 years old, God really brought me to the place where I was really broken. I'd gone through, as a young person, I went through sexual abuse as really young, like at 4, and then went through rape in high school, went through other stuff. And that's just a little bit of my story. Those things are all in my books. My children know about them. I have 4 kids, 3 bonus kids, so 7 kids altogether. But you know, my journey was a struggle. I went through a lot. I had to overcome a lot. My parents really never encouraged us to go to college, to be in business. I was more, and I always had a dream to be a mother and a wife, but I didn't even know my gifts. I mean, I had no idea what my gifts were. But just like what we're going to do for, women that are coming, and me, and they just said, we think you should do this. We think you should lead this, or we think you should sing here. I'm a singer too. And we think you should, help lead this, lead worship. And so I just started doing things in leadership, and more leaders would pour into me. They would see me and they'd go, I think you should be a part of this leadership event, or I think you should speak at this event. But I never believed in myself. As a young person, I had tremendous insecurity, very low self-worth. And that's why I'm doing this, because I care about young people. I care about women in general. Most women are insecure. Most women feel like they're not worthy to be there. I did a luncheon with all leaders, and it was crazy because all those leaders, we sat at a table together and had lunch, and they all said the same thing. I don't really know why I'm here. I don't feel like I have that great of a resume. I don't have, and I'm thinking, what are you talking about? You're amazing. So it's letting other people see in you what you can't see in yourself. Sometimes you don't see those things, and it takes other people seeing them to really pull you out and help you become all that God's called you and purposed you to be. So for me, that's what other people were doing for me. God did a lot of healing in my life. And then I ended up, I was with my husband for 15 years, ended up going through divorce. I had 4 children. Again, having to figure out my life with 4 kids, trying to survive, trying to make ends meet, having to, I became a consultant. I had a magazine for 9 years, a national women's magazine, 40,000 subscribers. I did that. I did television. But I always say God wrote my bio, Myrna, because it was not like I tried to do those things. I think when you put him first, when you really put yourself out there and say, Lord, I'll do whatever you want me to do, God will open doors you could never open for yourself. And that's really what he has done in my life. And so I want to give that back. I want to give that back to people.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, that is something. Jessica's like, thank you for the shout out. I'm telling you, Jessica, I can't wait to introduce Michelle to you, girl.
I think that you are present on my screen, but you may be speaking and I just can't hear you. So
yeah, it looks like there's a delay. It's a little delay.
Technical
We're
difficulties.
figuring this out, girl. Well, nothing's gonna stop us, so I rebuke
Can you hear me,
Myrna? Yes, we can hear you. We're good. So with this, guys, I'm gonna tell y'all, she also helped her husband write his book, okay, which is an amazing thing. I mean, like, that's what I'm talking about, like power couples, like coming together and backing each other up, and like how beautiful it is when somebody believes in you and helps you do what you don't even think is possible. And that's what I'm saying. Like, she's doing this, and she has helped her husband write his book, which is called Awaken, Embrace the Power of I Don't Know, which has a very, very powerful story as well. So definitely something you want to check out. It is on Amazon, guys. Is she on? She's good? All right. So it is on Amazon. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. So she has Facebook where you can find the Halversons and James and Michelle Halverson on Facebook. And then you can go on Amazon and purchase this book, which she told me a little bit about his story. And I was just, wow. Like, honestly, I love to see people come and be saved by God, because truly, like she just mentioned, once you allow God into your heart, everything just starts lining up for you. When you just give it to him and you're just like, okay, God, you take over everything, I promise you everything will work out. But you have to let go. You have to release. She mentioned something about when you can't see like your potential, your value, but others can. Let me tell you, that's when God has placed angels in your life, okay? Esa gente son ángeles que están puestos en tu vida so they can see the amazing values, the gifts that he has given you. And it's time to put them to use. So, Michelle, tell us about your husband's book, Awaken.
Yes, well, James' story is a phenomenal story. It's probably one that he didn't wish on himself, obviously, but he grew up with a lot of, this is a real show, so it's going to get kind of heavy here, but with just seeing a lot of stuff as a young person, and we're talking 5, 6 years old, seeing people killed, going through sexual abuse at a young age. Just a lot, I think his mom was a single mom. She kept, there were people in her life that she was bringing into his life that were not good, that were bad. And he saw drugs, he saw alcohol addiction very young. And so out of all that trauma, of course, what do you think that's going to result in? He started down a path of addiction. And now when he was 12, God brought a godly man into his mother's life. But by that time, he had already gone through a lot of abuse. And so he spent his whole life really in addiction. He was a really good functioning addict, though. He was very successful. So basically, while, he might have seen the drugs and alcohol was captivating his life, he still had a lot of financial success. And so, which is kind of worse, because then you end up doing all kinds of things and entering into a life of real debauchery. And he had a near-death experience a few years ago, and that really radically changed his life. He didn't even believe in God. He actually thought he was proving that God did not exist. He's a very attractive guy. He's always pretty much had anything he wanted. He was very arrogant, very prideful. He talks about how ego, pride, and intellect were his biggest demons. And those things were controlling his life. And when he had a near-death experience and found out, oh my gosh, I mean, that radically changed his life, because he literally saw hell. He saw the enemy, the devil. There is a real devil that wants to kill, steal, and destroy your life. And then he saw God, and he said the love of God was so strong. He didn't even care if he lived. He actually was hoping that he would just go straight to heaven. But God brought him back, and he ended up, being radically changed and getting free from all the drugs and alcohol and totally sober and telling people about God, and wrote a book about it. And he has men calling him, because he was very well respected in Las Vegas, where we grew up. And I mean, we're talking attorneys, accountants, very well respected guys that had gone through recovery but had not known the love of God. And their lives have just been changed as a result of his book. So he's very passionate about recovery because of knowing him and being married to him. I'm very passionate about recovery. I have, kids that have dealt with addiction. So I'm just so thankful to be on this journey with him. And, I think there's a lot of power in two, so the two together do a lot of stuff together. So
I love that. It's, and I love women leadership. I love the entrepreneurship. I love us backing each other up. But I think one of the things that also lacks is the couples kingdom, when couples come together and they build under God, like that they put God in the center. And there's been so much divorce, and they make it so easy to get divorced and to give up, and they even encourage it. Like social media even encourages the single women, the independent women, right? But it's that effect of when you have a good man that comes into your life and helps you. When you have a woman come into your life and helps you and builds you, and then you start building together, and it's like an empire can truly be built with a power couple, that literally the only thing they have to do, if they don't do anything else, is just put God in the middle of it. After that, everything will work out. Everything will make it happen. I've seen God save and restore marriages. I have seen people actually divorce and split and sell everything and come back just by allowing God to do those things.
Awesome.
And, yeah.
I love it. I'm right with you, Mara. here's the thing. I was a single mom for 15 years. God can, he was always there for me. If you don't have someone, you're a single woman, God will be there for you. He can raise you up. He can lift you up. He can be your strength. But there is, and I was crying out to God for a man in my life. I was crying out to God for a man to restore my family.
Right.
And God brought James into my life. Now, he is the first man that I have been with who loves God. He's not perfect. He definitely has, his issues, but you know what? He loves God. And because he loves God, he's always looking to God and saying, where is my heart wrong? Where do I need to forgive her? Where do I need to forgive myself? Where do I need to, not be angry? Where do I need to control my lust? Where do I need to control my life, in general, my ego, my pride? He's always checking himself, and he's in the word every day, and every day he's pouring that onto me. And it is a beautiful thing when a man is like that. And you can really, men want respect, and the way to respect a man is a man of God, right? I can't respect a man who's not a man of God, being abusive, who's trashing me, who's, and I've been with those kind of men. I have been with those kind of men. So I get it. If you're in a bad relationship or you don't have someone, God can be there for you. But find that man if you're going to be with someone that is going to love Jesus, because if he doesn't love Jesus, he can't love you. I can just tell you right. Yeah. So it is an awesome thing, you're right, to see marriages. And one of the things James said to me when we got together, and because I was very broken and had a lot of mistrust for men, he said, I'm not going anywhere. I can do hard things and I'm not going anywhere. And I've seen that commitment in him over and over in our relationship. And I sobbed when he told me that. When he said, I'm not going anywhere and I can do hard things. Literally, this broke my heart. It made my heart melt, because I had never heard anybody say that to me. And a lot of people just want to get out, jump out, leave, give up, quit, And the bottom line is that's not what we're made to do. We're not made to do that. So
no, that's not what God wants. He expects more.
Wants us, and like you said, when you can come together and make God the center, it's a powerful thing.
Right.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
okay.
All right, guys. And I want to give a shout out to James. Shout out to him. Thank you so much for coming into Michelle's life and honestly doing what we wish more men would do. And honestly, I hope that y'all write a book together maybe about it and talk about it. I love hearing,
Sorry.
well, they put our flyer. We're about to present the flyer, so he's getting it ready. But I just want to say that, we want to see more of that. So I know you just created your Facebook for him and you. So post. Like, I love seeing that. And I encourage, if you have a couple, like if you're a power couple that's building, post your journeys, post your things. All right. So I guess the flyer is up. I wanted to share. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, everything is like delayed right now, so I'm like looking everything. But yeah, if you're in a power couple, if you're doing those things, please go ahead and share your relationship, share those things, because honestly, we need to show men and women. Men need to learn how to become a man, how to do what James did. How was he able to allow God into his heart? And when he did finally allow him into his heart, how was he able to transform, right? And then become that man for a woman such as yourself, right? Because we could talk about how you were an independent woman, how you have been, like you had your own trauma. You have been placed a wall in front of you, right? Because of all the past relationships. But how was a man like him able to put you in your soft era, right? Like, how was he able to do that? Because a lot of men talk about, no, these women are all, hardcore. They're not allowing no one in. No, there is a way. You just got to allow me to feel safe, protected, and provided for. And when you do that, then we're able to bring those walls down. Yeah. Just don't mess them up. But that's what a good man does. And they can do that when, they allow God into their heart. Now, a woman such as yourself, how can she heal? How can she go through a journey and then bring those walls down and allow a man like himself to come into your heart. You know, how do we do that? So I'm looking forward to that book. I just gave you homework. I'm so sorry. But you know, it's definitely something that is needed, and I'm very passionate about it because even myself going through it, it's hard, guys, but it's not impossible. Just allow God into your heart, and I promise you everything will work out.
Can you introduce your show again? Because we have a lot of people today now.
Okay, guys, I just want to remind you that we're on the Down and Real Show. Estamos aquí en Radio Metroplex, which is la capital del deporte, el espectáculo y el entretenimiento here in Arlington, Texas, the Dream City, guys. So make sure if you want to stay watching, you go to Radio Metroplex, you find us online, you find us wherever you need to. You can always find me on social media at MIRNA.ceo. And then you can find the website of Radio Metroplex on there as well. So make sure you stay tuned for upcoming shows and anything we got going on, porque este show se pone buenísimo. Ahora estamos hablando sobre Shine Like a Boss. Okay, let's get that flyer up there. Ahora sí. I want y'all to look at this flyer so y'all can be reminded of what is going on. We have Michelle Halverson online right now. And this is your moment, guys. Like, go ahead and look into purchasing your ticket. Reach out to her. There we go. There it is. Okay. So, oh, that's a whole different flyer.
Oh, no.
The one, no, it's good. It's good. You want to go over it?
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Okay. Ya lo quité, continúa.
¿Quitaste el flyer?
Sí.
No, ponlo.
Oh. Okay. Ya está.
Okay, yeah, go over it, Michelle, because I have a different flyer than that one.
You know what? I cannot even see what it says, and I don't have it in front of me. Because
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me look at it.
Ya está. Ese.
it's on the
Can you
web.
see it?
Continúa.
It basically says connect, shine, reinvent.
Oh, okay. I just got it. Perfect. Okay. So, again, Shine Like a Boss, guys. This is the #1 leadership event in 2025 here in Arlington, Texas. Okay.
Continúa.
There we go. ¿Está hablando?
No.
Okay. So this event is going to give you networking opportunities. I mean, it's like-minded people, but also people that are the type of minds that you want to pick, you know, that you want to be like, hey, how did you do this? How did you do that? So it's going to give you that network opportunity. These are women that are going to support you, guide you. And honestly, what we're looking for is not just a person that you shake their hand and you're like, call it a day. No, we're talking about meaningful connections that inspire your growth, that put that hunger in you. Y eso es lo que están haciendo aquí en este evento. Aparte de todo eso, they're connecting you with top-notch leaders, okay? To gain insights, to collaborate, and build lasting, impactful relationships. That's why I'm saying, guys, this is a place that you want to sponsor, okay? This is the type of event that you want to get that exposure because, I mean, it's going to give you that collaboration opportunities. I love how she talks about reinventing. Guys, like she mentioned before, sometimes we need somebody looking into it and embrace the new vision. Sometimes we fall off on what we were once in love with, when we were once so motivated, we would wake up and we were so excited about, and then because everything just got chaotic, we kind of fall off. Well, this is the event that is going to embrace your new vision, rediscover it, and align your purpose, okay? It's going to unlock your potential and say yes to the new you, guys. And it's 2025, baby. We're starting new things. We're doing this, okay? This is that perfect. And the last concept is how you're going to shine. Discover your gifts and hear leader stories of faith. Okay, we're not just talking about oh, this is possible. No, we're going to show experiences. These are real life people that have experienced that, and they're going to share their purpose and how you can transform yourself. And all you need is these 2 days to attend. And I promise you guys, from what I even heard, from what I just sat down and talked with Michelle, man, it's fire. It's ready. It's happening, right, Michelle?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's going to be amazing. And like you said, I think if anything, just having someone pour into your life who's been there, who's done that, and help you reinvent where you want to go. Because like, we were talking about this yesterday. You've had a lot of different stages of your career, of your life, from 8 to 5 to entrepreneur, from entrepreneur to successful business CEO. And wherever you're at in your stage, sometimes you have to pivot. And I've seen a lot of people have to pivot. I had to pivot when I was a single mom. I had to go, okay, I've got to be able to provide for 4 kids, and I've got to figure this out. And so I became a consultant. And how did I do that? I called up my girlfriends and said, okay, somebody wants me to consult with them. What does that look like? And how much do I charge? I didn't even know what to do. And they told me, this is what you do. And I started consulting, and I started a whole new business for me. So again, when you have people who've been there, who've done that, who can pour into you, but also on the spiritual side, there's things that you need to work through. There's things that you have questions about when it comes to your life with walking with God. And so we'll be there for that too. And connecting with other people who are there. There's a girl that I met 2 years ago at our last event. Her and I have a whole company together. We've been working on a business plan for a year now, and we're finally launching that company. And I didn't even know her before that event. I mean, so the people you connect with, and she actually she endorsed our conference on the website. She was like, I've been to so many corporate conferences, and this is the first one I've ever been to that was just absolutely life-changing. So, yeah, so you know what? It's really about lifting you, celebrating you, and empowering you to do all the things that God's called you to do. You will leave transformed. I mean, the feedback I received from women was unbelievable.
And I mean, it's the simple fact that they're flying in, guys. Like, these people are coming and they believe on what they're doing. And honestly, I am so grateful I met you, because I'm going through this whole new journey, guys. Y yo sé que yo lo necesito. Yo sé que necesito un cambio, necesito a different way of viewing things. And this is going to be the perfect event for that. So shine like a boss. This is where you're going to build others. This is where you're going to find your soul purpose. And you're going to learn how to serve your community, guys. Because honestly, it's not about just you. It's about what we could do for others and what legacy we're leaving behind. Because you're going to do something that is going to change the world. And when you do that, you want others to learn how to do it as well, so they can continue to change the world. I want to say saludos to Pepe Garza, comediante. Gracias por ver el show. Appreciate it, guys.
Es un artista de Monterrey.
So he's from Monterrey, and he's checking out the show, guys. So thank you so much. Saludos, Pepe. Muchas gracias por ver nuestro show. Te lo agradezco. Y voy a tener que ir a escuchar tu música, porque el show, comediante. Voy a tener que ver tus... bueno, sabes que todos necesitamos una risa al día, entonces go check out. Today's homework is check out Pepe Garza's comedy show.
Tenemos tu recuerdo, amigo.
We remember you, te recordamos. Muchas gracias por coming out to Radio Metroplex.
Aquí está Pepe Garza. Gracias por ver su...
All right. Michelle, so we're coming to an end. There's so much, like, this was so spontaneous. So that's why, guys, I'm so sorry for the audio. I'm so sorry for everything. Like, everything's everywhere.
Está viendo famoso.
Right? But we got famous people watching us, so I guess that's a good thing. Woo! I'm so sorry about that, Michelle. But thank you so much for coming on last minute. Thank you for sharing your events. And thank you so much for even pouring the words that you did into me, because I'm on fire back up again. And if with one shot, like with one lunch that we did, I'm on fire. Can you imagine what her event is gonna do? Oh, it's happening.
Yep. It will be, and people will leave on fire. They'll be inspired. They'll be excited, and it's not just what happens at the event. It's what happens after the event, because you go off and you do great things together. So be excited. Make sure you come. You got to join us.
Yes. So we're going to figure these things out, guys. So remember, if you go ahead and post your business page on this live, whatever live it is, on TikTok or Facebook, I'm going to get you connected with Michelle, and she's going to sponsor a ticket for you to come out to the event for free. So make sure you do that for whoever is listening. If you want to be surrounded with CEOs, with founders, with people that are actually doing it, I heard there were billionaires up in this house. They're flying in from all over. Okay, this is an event. I mean, Michelle's from Las Vegas, guys, and she's here in Little Arlington, and she's bringing this to the University of Texas, to the students, to enlighten them, to engage them, to show them, to, inspire them to become leaders. And that's what we want in the Dream City. So make sure you go ahead and share the event. Make sure you go ahead and purchase your tickets. And that website, again, is shinelikeaboss.com. I'm sure y'all can spell every single word of it, because we're all bosses in here. So let's make that happen. And do you have any last words, Michelle?
I just want to inspire you to wherever you're at in your life. I just want to encourage you to just put your heart and your faith in the Lord, and know that He's got you, and He's going to take care of you. If you trust Him with your life, He will take care of you. I promise. And so, like you said, Myrna, there's going to be trials, there's going to be struggles, but He's going to teach you how to overcome those things, and that He's with you on that journey. You're not alone. You're not alone.
Yeah.
And join us for Shine Like a Boss.
No, thank you. All right, guys. So we're ending the show with 38,721 viewers at 9:48. Woo! Let's make this happen. Let's keep sharing, guys. If you want more information, I'll be getting with Michelle to get more on what it all entitles, more about the speakers, more on how we can support this event. And honestly, guys, share, because like she mentioned, this is the first one, okay, that is going to be expanded, that is going to be broadcasted, that is, everything that you want to be exposed, this is where it's going to happen. This is the perfect place to create content. Hey, James, we just gave you a shout out earlier. See, they're so cute. Oh, she made it mute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, we're going to bring this show to an end. Remember, estuvimos en vivo desde los estudios de Radio Metroplex en Arlington, Texas, que es la capital del deporte, el espectáculo y el entretenimiento. And you were on the Down and Real show with the CEO Diva, which is me, Mirna Martinez. And I look forward to seeing y'all. Make sure you go follow me right now. My TikTok is actually really active. Before they ban it, we're going to keep it active as much as we can. So make sure you follow all my social media, que es mirna.ceo, mirna.ceo. Yay, Jessica! Shout out to Jessica, and Jessica will be in the house. We're gonna figure her situation out, but she's gotta be in the building. And she's bringing the Entrepreneur Network. Thankfully to Michelle, she's sponsored the network. So we'll get a list of people that will be attending for that. But thank you so much, guys. We're ending the show.
La base de datos de virus ha sido actualizada.
Bienvenidas. Comenzamos.
Radio Metroplex.
Presentando.
Radio Metroplex.
La mejor programación. En vivo. Desde Arlington, Texas. La capital del deporte. Los espectáculos. Y el entretenimiento. plataforma en su tipo.